Welcome everyone. Welcome to Purple Lunar Rose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight we're going to be reading for the air signs for the week of November 19th through November 25th. You do have Mars as the biggest cosmic influence this week. We've talked about it all week, guys. So fire signs are posted, water signs are posted, earth signs are posted. You can find those over on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. Currently, Mars is actually conjunct the Sun in Scorpio right now as we speak. These two energies coming together in this location is 32 years in the making, guys. 32 years. So if you're wondering how this energy is going to impact you or affect you in your day-to-day life, just think back around mid to end of June. You were making some big plans around that time. You had some big ideas. You may have set on those ideas for a little while, and really not taken too much action until either very recently or right now, right? Mars is the planet that's actually helping you take that action. All right, guys. So I am going to start with a collective reading. We are going to read for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I will put timestamps in after the live stream is over. I did just notice that I forgot the earth signs yesterday. So after the live stream, I'll put earth signs and air signs. So please forgive me. The energies that I want to talk about, I actually made a Facebook post about it. The synchronicities. Tell me, are you guys seeing all the synchronicities today? I actually pulled it up on Google so I can read it to you. All right, so what does it mean to have a synchronicity? A synchronicity experience refers to one subjective experience that coincides that coincidences between events in one's mind and the outside world may be casually unrelated to each other, yet have some other unknown connection. It's coincidences. It's so weird. I said the word wrong, but there's no such thing, right? No such thing as coincidence. But I feel like we've been seeing them all day and very strongly, and I guess it's not really just been today, it's kind of been building up to today. And I will say that now that I'm talking about it on the live, I can almost remember like other people on this very same specific journey speaking of this energy also. So yeah, I guess not too weird. I think what's weird for me is that the synchronicities are becoming more and more. And here's the weirdest part. Ready? Other people around me are seeing them too. So, yeah, like remember when I was telling you I went to town and my daughter-in-law was with me? Today, me and Miss Tina escaped the house, have mercy, thank goodness, and we went to the lake. We got to drive over. I drove over both bridges. No anxiety whatsoever. I'm just saying, I don't know. Kundalini is amazing. But anyway, we got to see the lake, which was really nice. We went to a church, visited cemetery. I got to see a friend. So it was a very nice outing, but we definitely seen several synchronicities. Well, I've seen several synchronicities. I feel like she maybe only experienced a couple and may not realize, right? Because I didn't go, oh, this is that, or this means that, or, right? But it's like for those of us that are on this journey, we see these things all the time, right? We see these all the time. And that's what kind of keeps us aligned to our journey. That's what kind of shows us that we can't just cut and run and, all the easy stuff. But I want to mention some of the synchronicities that you guys may have experienced today, or just in the last few days, I would say. The name has been really strong. Birth dates, of course, has been really strong. For me, it's right around that birthday time, so I guess it's very possible that that's also why I'm seeing that date often. But yeah, the birth date, names, vehicles is a big one. So you could definitely be seeing vehicles that are a synchronicity in your journey. But yeah, I feel like it's really interesting how many of us are experiencing these synchronicities. And honestly, remember, I can't really tell you, you know, I'm in the boat too, right? I'm in the boat too. So I study the astrology because it's a very helpful tool. But when I try to compare it to like what's happening, personally in my journey, it seems, I don't know, like more off than ever before. But from talking to you guys, I feel like you guys are experiencing that too. So at least I don't feel like I'm out here rowing the boat all by myself, right? But I just want to say really quickly before we get started, the Pluto reading that you guys seen on your screen in the opening has been the most popular this week and definitely has been the most helpful this week. So if you guys have not got your Pluto reading yet, message me, get them booked. And I do have a list now, guys. So I've just been doing a few of them a day. I'm trying to seriously not burn out. But I do have a solution to that problem also. We're going to talk more about that on Sunday. And don't forget, guys, Sunday we're going to be talking at Gemini full moon. Gemini full moon. And it is going to be regular time, so 8 p.m. And I will be offering some Gemini full moon readings. And then we're going to talk about the rest of our week and the rest of our schedule Sunday night. And our time is going to stay the same, but that's all I'm going to say about it for now. But we are going to have just a few changes, All right, let me get timestamps going. And remember, we're doing November 19th through the 25th. So if you're looking for this week, today is the 16th, we've already posted it, right? So it's going to be over on our YouTube channel. All right, collective reading. Let's do 7-11. All right, so I pulled out the Sacred Destiny. All right, y'all, the internet is not being very kind today, so everything on my phone. Everything on my phone. See Sandra and Diana on YouTube and Miss Tina. Don't forget, guys, we are on 3 platforms at the same time. So Facebook and Twitch. All right, Delight comes out. I'm happy about something. All right, let's look at the feminine energy. Security comes out, but I feel like it was coming out in reverse. I see the sign on like the cave wall. So synchronicity, right? I don't think there's an energy of not being secure for divine feminine. I feel like you're definitely confident and secure in your journey. You started to take action towards your purpose, right? You've removed all the distractions, but you could be like me and wondering like what the F, right? With all the different signs and synchronicities. All right, let's look at the bridging energy. Solitude, wisdom, stillness, there's happiness, and I definitely felt that with the Delight card. Simplicity on the bottom. It's interesting, the Solitude card coming out for the bridging energy because we're all, and look at the full moon in the background of that picture. You see that? Let me find the camera hole. Because we're all really busy. we're all like getting out. We're not necessarily in dark night of the soul, hermit type of energy. I mean, for the most of us, we're not. And if you are, you're at least feeling the push to get out, right? Like go do the things. I've been saying, like, if you're having the spiritual awakening, like spirit's not allowing us to just hide all the information. It's like you're learning it or seeing it or experiencing it for a reason. But we all have definitely like drawn the line, made a boundary, and it does seem like everyone is enforcing the boundary. All right, let's look at delight. We have Seven of Swords. Wow, that's not what I expected. Seven of Swords is like disbelief. Not saying something. It could be a card of like being sneaky, but the Seven of Swords has a whole story. It talks about how the people in the town over were going to come and bring all their swords and stab her. So she was like, I can't allow that, so I have to go over there and steal all their swords while they're sleeping, right? And so it's not like she's trying to steal from them. She just doesn't want them to come stab her. So she goes and takes all the swords before they wake up. And then they wake up and they get ready to go. And they're like, oh, I can't because, she took all the swords. But it is a synergy of like keeping something to themselves. Two of Wands is here. Two of Wands is about making an important decision. It could be about waiting on something. Could have something to do with expectations. The Six of Pentacles is here. Six of Pentacles, again, is like getting assistance. But again, it's interesting because I'm using the Modern Witches Tarot and no one is actually getting the gifts. Remember how I said in some of the Six of Pentacles, like it looks like one person's getting the gift and the other person feels like they're getting gypped, or they're not getting what's like theirs fairly was supposed to be theirs. But it's like in the Six of Pentacles in the Modern Witches Tarot, this could be about giving gifts. Giving gifts. Two of Swords, feminine energy. So interesting because I feel like all week it's been this like almost like this back and forth. Like one day feeling really confident, divine feminine, really pushing forward, like extra drive, extra passion. And then it's like the next day, not sure, self-doubt, questioning. Queen of Swords and Six of Wands comes out. So feeling stuck or feeling like you have no options. I feel like that's what's coming to an end. Six of Wands is about notoriety. It's about being noticed. It says that, the Six of Wands comes into town, rides in on the horse, kind of showing off all his victories and achievements. And it talks about how all his supporters come and encourage, right? And Queen of Swords is, again, drawing that boundary, enforcing that boundary. So you could be feeling stuck because you're enforcing the boundary. You could be feeling like people are watching. Queen of Swords is that energy of, it's like limited compassion, limited understanding. There's the Hermit. I was just fixing to say that I found it interesting we hadn't seen any major arcanas. And here they all are, three of them. So the Hermit, the Devil, and the Hierophant come out strongly for bridging energy. So Spirit's stepping in. So if there's like no communication or limited communication or like frustrations, blockages. The Hermit, solitude again, It is Dark Night of the Soul, but I'm actually feeling like we're breaking through Dark Night of the Soul because we drew the boundary and because we're enforcing the boundary. It's like we refuse to be bound or tied to anything that's unhealthy or not serving our greater good, right? And the Hierophant is ascension. That's why we choose not to do these things, because we're ascending. But it's almost like there's something forbidden, or like there's something not allowed at this time, is kind of like the energy that I'm picking up. The Empress is on the bottom. The Empress is clue card for Divine Feminine. Eight of Wands is also there. Quick information, sudden changes. Let's do messages, but let's do the soulmate messages. Jenna, Michelle. Yes, guys, I will offer some yes or no's at the end. All right. I thought this was just lust, but it was not. I was not used to love flowing through me like this. I'm in love with you. Even though we're so different, I feel so connected to you. These are all going to be Divine Masculine. I feel like they're all 3D messages. Sometimes when I'm busy, I pause to think of you, and it's like a breath of fresh air. It's going to be Divine Feminine. So many things remind me of you. It's crazy. Divine Feminine, the synchronicities. Last one, your body is a piece of art and your soul is a piece of heaven. All right, guidance to close it out, and then we will jump to Gemini. Stability comes out, which is pretty interesting because security was the card for Divine Feminine. Earth element, it's a very like logical, practical type of energy. Fourth house roots is here, so definitely check your fourth houses on your charts. But I feel like it still has to do with like family and home. All right, I'm going to clean up and then we'll start with Gemini. All right, y'all. So it's very possible that the dogs may bark. And my son is coming over to help me and Miss Tina do something. Star Luba. All right, let's timestamp even 20. All right, Gemini, this is going to be for November 19th through November 25th. Mars. Okay, so today is the 16th. So Mars is already up there. Kind of like knocking heads is what it feels like. All right, so I'm going to use the Sacred Destiny for energy of the week. November 19th through the 25th. We have enlightenment. It's like the ship going through the galaxy. We were just talking about rowing that boat. But I get the energy that it's like ascension. Healing chaos is on the bottom. I feel like this is my favorite card in the Sacred Destiny. All right, so I'm going to use the Black Moon astrology cards. And let's look at challenge or obstacle. We have the Void of Course Moon. Something could feel like it's missing, Gemini. It's number 52. The Void of Course Moon is that moon phase right before it goes into the next sign. Sometimes people say like the moon can seem like it's missing during this time. People say like it's not a time to make any type of decisions, especially not anything that is difficult or challenging. So Gemini, ascension, but you feel like something is missing. And like maybe you've been on this awakening journey. My computer just shut off. Have mercy. Wow. Okay. I feel like you feel like something is missing. You've ascended, you've awakened, you've worked your spiritual journey. You thought something was going to be here. It's not. Or it's not what you thought. Something like that. All right. 5th house, creativity. Ooh, are you following your purpose? And then the outcome, 11th house, friends. How interesting, Gemini. All right, Sagittarius, I see, is on the bottom. So we are moving into Sagittarius season. I think something was missing, Gemini. I think something was missing, most likely for a really long time. Maybe that's why you started the whole enlightenment process or like the whole awakening process in the first place. All right, y'all, give me just a moment. I'll be right back. I know, I heard.
Who told you?
At Morgan.
Oh.
Thank you. Oops. I swear I hit the mute button. Right before I got up, I hit mute. Sorry, y'all. I got a door that is not wanting to cooperate. So had to call the son to come fix the door. All right, Gemini, let's look at enlightenment. I did feel like it's ascension. The Empress comes out. The Empress is energy of creating something, birthing something, bringing something into being. The Empress is also the one that you normally see like the astrology chart behind, like she usually wears it, the crown, represents like her knowledge, right? Her wisdom of the astrology, how she uses and implements all the tools. So there's this energy of like understanding, connection. Ten of Pentacles is here, and it's about achievements, goals. Eight of Pentacles is where you put your focus. So Gemini, you have been really focused on the ascension. I do feel like I'm most likely talking to Divine Feminine, and you were waiting for Divine Masculine. I feel like this is the week where you realize that it's about the purpose, right? It's interesting. Someone said to me this week, they said, I got really worried when I heard you say, and I mean, I imagine that was the first time they heard me say it because I've been saying it since the very beginning, that it was about the purpose and not the person. They were like, I got worried about that until I realized that I was being, like aligned towards their purpose, or at least finding what their purpose is, right? That could be what you feel is missing also, like you're not sure which direction. Three of Swords comes out, Five of Pentacles comes out, and Eight of Cups comes out. All right, so when you're following purpose, Gemini, it's about something that you've healed, right? Like it's something you went through, you've already went through it, and you turn around and you help someone else that's going through something very similar, right? And that's definitely Three of Swords. It's like something that broke your heart, something that you're healing from. Five of Pentacles is the one that always shows the church windows, like the stained glass windows, or the injured person. And it says, like, it's okay for you to ask for help. But the Eight of Cups is here. It's about walking away from something. It's about going towards your Two of Cups. But it's this energy of like overcoming something, overcoming something. All right, fifth house creativity. So fifth house creativity is lesson learned. Let's see if you're learning something new this week. All right, so we have High Priestess. So I do feel like it's something that's happening this week. A lot of times this card can help you with this card, but again, I feel like Gemini, most likely it's either you feel like you're missing a person or a thing, and the thing is going to be like the roadmap, the directions, the healing of everything. But then what? Where do I go now? I've already done this. Where am I headed? You're headed towards the Two of Cups. But the High Priestess is about like the pieces starting to fit together. The High Priestess says that she's sitting at the veil, so she gets to talk to Spirit. And she gets to ask Spirit all the questions, like, why is this happening? Spirit gives her an answer. Three of Wands is about taking action. So it's telling you that you feel like you don't know what action to take. Three of Wands is also the card that says your ships are coming in. So this is not Gilded Tarot. This is Modern Witches Tarot. I like the Gilded Tarot. It's one of my favorite tarot decks. And it is because Three of Wands, the ships are there, right? Like they're already there. They're pulling up into port, and his cloak is getting splashed on. It's wet from the ocean water splashing in. On this Three of Wands, it's very similar to Rider-Waite, where it looks like the ships are a little far out, right? Seven of Wands is here. There's something that you still have to either fight off or fight for before you'll actually start working towards your purpose. And it could definitely have something to do with the healing, especially if you haven't asked for any help, right? A lot of times when we're on this very specific type of spiritual awakening journey, we don't ask for help at first. We may watch the readings, we may listen to some astrology that deals with twin flames, but we don't tend to conversate or ask questions. We don't want people to know, right? So it usually takes us a while to kind of like, get the shyness out and then start like participating and asking questions and getting readings and, doing the things. Ace of Wands comes out. It's destiny, fate. Queen of Cups is divine feminine. I do feel like I'm talking to divine feminine. We now have two divine feminine clue cards. Mine is Queen of Cups. I know most tarot readers, it is the Empress, but it's falling on the Friends card. So it's like right now, I'm not getting like, go hang out with your friends, party, have a good time. No, you're having a spiritual awakening. Go find like minds. Like minds. That's the energy that I'm picking up. Eight of Wands. Quick information, sudden changes. I feel like that's what happens when you surround yourself with that type of unconditional love. People that are experiencing the same type of journey that you are. Six of Cups is on the bottom. Six of Cups is reunion energy. All right, so I'm going to use Angel Inspiration for guidance. The Happiness card. I feel like we're going to see that a lot because it's really, I feel like for most of us, it's like if you don't know what your purpose is, you're just saying things like, man, I just want to be happy, right? Like that's kind of like, it's like once you start following purpose, you realize they're the same, one and the same, right? Face your challenges comes out, and be content comes out. I do get this energy, Gemini, like you're expecting more. The Three of Wands, definitely giving me this energy of like you're expecting more. You thought something else was going to be here. The Void, of course, Moon, of course, but it's like something was missing. Something was supposed to be here. And I feel like what's happening is most likely, again, you're on this very specific journey. So it's like you're learning that everything is internal, right? Happiness is internal. Facing the challenges part, this is going to have something to do with following your purpose. So creativity came out for a lesson learned, and Gemini, it tells me that, so creativity is something that's given to you so that you can follow purpose, right? So it tells me that you already know like what it is you're supposed to use. So your creativity can be anything, guys. It could be, okay, so for me, Rosa, it's digital arts, right? I like making the videos. I like the tarot. I like all the astrology and all the tools, but my creativity comes out through the digital arts. Like, for example, my channel art, the videos that I make, these types of things, right? It's that type of that's the creativity that you're looking for to find in yourself to follow your purpose. So for like, you know, we have some people in here that sing. That's what they use their creativity for. Some people in here paint, and that's where you're going to find that that's how you're going to follow your purpose. It's whatever it is that brings you happiness because it was given to you, right? So that you're able to follow your purpose, and they go together. It makes me very happy to be here and read these cards to these twin flames on this journey. So I know that you know that you're not alone, right? Archangel Jophiel on the bottom, again, happiness. I think right now we're content because we understand that it was about the purpose and not the person. But I do feel like for the most part, we're either confused as to what that purpose is, or we're scared to follow it for some reason or another. All right, Moonology Oracle to close it out. Remember, Gemini, Moonology is going to help you with your thoughts and emotions. So what do you need to release comes out. Prosperity lies ahead. You have the waning moon and new moon in Taurus, and a time to give rather than take. It's new moon in Virgo. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Gemini. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, tap that like button for me. I'm going to clean up really quickly, and we're going to move on to Libra. All right, let's timestamp. It's 2:35:44. All right, Libra, this is going to be for the week of November 19th through November 25th. And I'm going to start energy of the week with the Sacred Destiny. Adventures comes out, Libra. The waterfall is sticking out to me. Healing Chaos is on the bottom. Freedom is next. But the Healing Chaos card we've seen in the collective energy reading. All right, Libra. So next I'm using the Black Moon astrology cards. So challenge or obstacle, we have Virgo, analyze, overthinking, Libra. Okay, so Uranus comes out. It's the Genius card. It does say that something could take you by surprise. Neptune is here. It says sacrifice. Seventh house partners, Libra. This is going to have something to do with a relationship. All right, so it's my first time pulling out number 10, Neptune, sacrifice. The whole idea of compassion is based on a keen awareness of the interdependence of all these living beings. Interdependence of all these living beings, which are all part of one another and all involved in one another. Okay, so you know what this is giving me, Libra? The lesson that I just recently have been having is this whole we're all one. We all come from source, we're all one. And I mean, I've really been diving deep into this all one rabbit hole. So it's like if you think about this and we're all one, then we're, the theory is that we're all just reincarnations of ourselves, right? Of one source. And if you think of that, then the whole treat others how you want to be treated really becomes real, right? Or realer, I guess. But in other words, if you're mistreating someone or you're treating someone a certain way, it's like that's just you. You're just mistreating yourself. A lot of times, like one of the theories or the things I was reading on was, a lot of times when we're judging other people or we're judgmental of other people, we're actually judgmental of them because we see something in them that we see in ourselves, or we know that like our shadow self holds this energy, and we like dislike it for whatever reason. And so because we have our own shame, guilt, remorse of whatever it is, then we judge those, in the outside. I think adventures just means that you're fixing to start a new journey. I think I analyze Virgo is here. Check Virgo on your chart, Libra. Like what house where is that at? But I feel like it's because there's something that's shocking that's happening. I do feel like it's happening in a home situation. But I feel like you've seen it coming. So I know Uranus is like the Genius card says that Uranus, it's Uranus. It's this shocking type of energy, and it's the rule maker. Okay, so it's like somebody could have broken the rules, and this is a shock to you. It could be that karma is being paid because rules were broken. But the energy is in lesson learned. So unlike Gemini, where it felt like it was happening right now this week, they were just now learning the situation, so it couldn't really help them with the challenge or obstacle. That's not the case for you, Libra. You've been analyzing the situation, maybe over analyzing the situation for a very long time. Neptune is here. I do feel like there could be what you may feel like is a sacrifice, but here's another lesson I've been having to learn. Ready? So it's like when I think that I'm losing something that I want, most of the time it wasn't serving my greater good. It's like God's plan is better than my plan, I guess is what I'm trying to say. If something doesn't turn out the way that you thought it was supposed to, if someone doesn't do something the way you want them to do something, there is this energy, like you may learn this week, that something had to happen for a particular reason. And I'm definitely hearing that phrase, and it's not one of my favorites, but I mean, it's not that it is what it is, but it's the whole, sometimes things have to fall apart one, they have to like fall apart, break away before you can put it back together properly. All right, so Knight of Wands is here. Knight of Wands says, be cautious, don't be reckless. The moon is here, adventures, it's an illusion. It's a new journey, it's a new path. So the moon always shows that path in the middle, and it talks about how nobody wants to go down this dark, scary road because yada yada. But what happens is when you actually start working down this path of these things that you've been trying to like push away, not pay attention to, ignore, all these things, because you were scared of them, right? It's like the moon illuminates them. One, you see they're not so bad. Two, you're able to heal them. And that's what happens. Everything is fine, and it comes out in reverse. So everything is fine is like the extra, it's the extra 10 of swords, but it's the everything is fine. It looks exactly like 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is the completion of a painful life cycle. One, it came out in reverse. So it's like you couldn't complete something because you weren't paying attention. You weren't trying to face it. You weren't trying to do the shadow work, go down this, road. But out in reverse, it's like now you're not ignoring it anymore. You're not ignoring it anymore. All right, but you could definitely be over analyzing. It's a challenge or obstacle. Virgo is definitely like over analyzing energy, overthinking something. Ace of Cups could be overflow of emotion, but it could also be like heightened intuition. Ace of Pentacles, 2 aces coming out. So the challenge is the new adventure, the new journey, the new beginning. It could have something to do with love or money. 2 of Pentacles is here. So 2 of Pentacles is like needing to find balance, but it could be that you feel like you're not sure which direction to take, or you feel like you're being pulled in too many directions. I feel like you're not sure which direction to take. You're asking yourself, love or money. All right, so Uranus is here. So remember, I always say that Uranus is the hello Twitch. But I always say Uranus is the rule maker. So I know we say Saturn is father time. It's the father planet, but Uranus is actually the rule maker and just really makes Saturn enforce the rules. 7 of Pentacles is here. 7 of Pentacles comes out in reverse. And it is this energy of like being patient, but this is my shit show card. I know nobody likes that word. I'm trying not to say it, but again, it is what it is, right? But 7 of Pentacles is the card that says that you planted some seeds, and it's like now you're looking at it. You've been working on this. You wanted it to turn into this garden, and you're not sure what it's turned into. The Empress is here. The Empress again creating something, and the Tower. So now I'm asking myself, Libra, did you create the shit show? Huh. So you got the Knight of Wands. Okay, I'm not trying to be like whatever. I'm just reading the card, y'all. But you got the Knight of Wands. That's reckless energy. You got the Moon. The Moon is giving me. It's giving me like we were just talking about this. It's giving me like that Black Lilith type of energy. Like the more. I mean, there's power, but it's like more shadow work type of energy. Everything is fine is the card that says you've been ignoring something and not paying attention to it for a very long time, but it comes out in reverse. So I'm like, yeah, you've paid attention to it. I feel like the challenge or obstacle is whatever you're having to decide. It's love or money, right? Ace of Cups or Pentacles. Two of Pentacles comes out just to confirm that. But then here, lesson learned. I felt like you knew, it's supposed to be like a shock, but I felt like you knew something was coming. And Seven of Pentacles is like big confirmation. It's to be patient. It's that you've been working on this for a long time. And then the Empress comes out, and the Empress is about creating something, building something, making something. So you have the Tower here. Tower could be Mars energy. It's going to be Pluto energy. I feel like it's a tower. It's like an obstacle was in your way and you work on it, work on it, work on it. And then one day you're like, you know what? This is it. I'm just going to take care of it today. The Hierophant comes out. So many. Okay, so the Hierophant is conforming, doing something because someone told you to. Way too many. The Sun tried to come out. It could have something to do with children or your youth. Nine of Swords, processing trauma. Yeah, okay, so here's what happened. And Nine of Pentacles, independence, doing it. Okay, so you tried to do something for a really long time. Most likely it was for like love or money. Maybe you thought you had to do one to have the other. I'm not sure. But it's like now there was fear to choose. Like you thought maybe I can't go on if I don't have love, or it'll be too hard if I don't have the money, something. But something happens where I wouldn't say necessarily it's reckless anymore. I feel like you've actually been thinking about it for quite some time. But it's like you caused this tower moment. So normally I say that we can't cause tower moments, okay? But it's almost like the Empress coming out is this energy of creativity, creating, bringing something forth. And then the tower right next to it is like you waited, you worked on something, you looked at it, and this is my Modern Witches Tarot. So they're not all a shit show, but the Modern Witches Tarot is definitely, see her face, how she's looking at it, and she's like, what is this? What am I even doing here? How long have I been working on this? And like whatever is not growing, whatever is not blossoming, whatever is not fruitful, right? The Hierophant in the Modern Witches Tarot is a very specific card. It says that someone a long time ago told you that you were supposed to do something a certain way, and then life comes along and you're like, man, this is BS. I can't do it this way anymore. I've experienced all these traumas, and it's time for me to go process all these traumas. That's the sacrifice. You feel like you're sacrificing, Libra, because you're going to go and focus on you. I think you're worried that people will think that you're doing it for money or something like that. It doesn't matter what people think. It does not matter. All right. Angel inspiration for guidance. So the moon is Cancer, Pisces. You could be dealing with a Cancer or Pisces. The Tower could be Pluto. I mean, it could be Scorpio or Aries. The Hierophant, Taurus. The Hierophant can also represent marriage. All right, Libra, so guidance from angel inspiration. Speak from the heart comes out. And it did try to come out in reverse. The Spirit's never going to tell you to not speak from the heart. So it's like you're not saying something. You're not saying something. I don't think that you realize, Libra, how much it is that you need the healing that's coming. It's like you feel like you're giving something up, but it's actually something that you need. Honor life's choices comes. I don't know why I said that. Interesting. It's honor life cycles. And then Archangel Gabriel is here. Archangel Gabriel, number 3, my absolute favorite in the Angel Inspiration Oracle. But it's honesty, purity, cleansing, truth. All right, Libra Moonology Oracle to close it out. Luck is on your side. It's going to be new moon in Sagittarius. Hold your vision. It's going to be the fixed moon. One more, please. And be bold and make the first move. It's the cardinal moon. All right, Libra, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, tap that like button for me. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I did share out, but really last minute today. Really last minute. I have a solution to that problem, though. We're going to talk more about that on Sunday. All right, Aquarius. 5252. I clearly love the number synchronicities. We talked about that at the beginning of the video. Aquarius, synchronicities everywhere, all day. All right, so this is going to be for November 19th through November 25th. Thriving comes out, reaching for more, aspiring for more, above and beyond. Embracing is on the bottom. It's possible that Spirit asks you to go above and beyond. See how the giraffe's head is going up over the tree? All right, let's get challenge or obstacle. Air element, communicating is here. There could be no communication or lack of communication or lack of quality communication. Lesson learned, you have Jupiter abundance, so it's like it's making it bigger. But I'm getting more like expansion. And Saturn truth, Aquarius. So there is a synergy of speaking truth. Now, whether it's coming to you or coming from you, I don't know. Aries, I am. I feel like Aquarius, it's going to come to you. And I mean, I'm just going to venture out and say from an Aries, right? Mars energy. Mars energy. Be cautious, the Mars energy. Be direct in your communication. Saturn, again, father time. So this could have something to do with divine timing. All right, so let's look at thriving. Queen of Wands comes out. Okay, so a little reversal energy, right? You may still be required to go above and beyond. Someone else may go above and beyond. But there is a synergy of Queen of Wands where there's a lack of confidence or a lack of kindness. Five of Wands comes out. Five of Wands says there's challenges. People could be fighting with one another. Four of Cups is here. Four of Cups is that card that she's wearing that sweater. I love that sweater. And it says, I'm over it. I'm over it. So Four of Cups is the energy of you have all the ingredients to manifest what it is that you need. But there is a lot of times where it's like we've tried to do something over and over and over. And now the frustration hits because it's like it hasn't worked. So I'm going to stop doing it, right? All right, the air element is the challenge or obstacle. So there is some communication problems. Now, whether it's about lack of communication or quality of communication, I'm not sure. I think it's just about speaking truth. It definitely could be like following the rules type of energy. Yeah, King of Swords comes out. All right, so the Hanged Man again could be overthinking something, could be stuck in your head. It is Pisces energy. It's like if you give a little more, it's that energy where it's like if he wiggles or moves, like the rope gets tighter type of energy. So it's like not sure what to say, what to do. Four of Pentacles is about holding on to something too tightly. A lot of times when we're holding on to something really tightly, it's like we don't allow the energy to flow. I don't think it's Pentacles for you, Aquarius. I think this is actually about words, communication. King of Swords is here. So Jupiter abundance, Eight of Swords comes out and Knight of Pentacles comes out. Eight of Swords is a self-restriction. So it's like this is an, I don't want to say an inner conflict, but it's like there's something internal that's keeping you stuck. And Knight of Pentacles says that it's been happening for a long time. So abundance with Jupiter, and I felt like expansion is here. The Eight of Wands is quick information and sudden changes. I think that's the sudden changes, is the abundance, the expansion. Remember, Jupiter makes everything bigger. All right, Saturn truth. Let's see if we can find out who or what. We have the Chariot. This is ride or die partner. This is Cancer energy. This is also about following the rules. We have Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups could be clue card for Divine Feminine. This is unconditional love. We have the Star. I'm not going to show it because their boobies are out and everybody will freak out. Really just YouTube. But the Star is bright hope for the future. Bright hope for the future. So I do feel like there is a ride or die partner. I do feel like someone follows the rules. But there is this energy of like kindness, compassion, understanding, maybe needing to go above and beyond. The Magician is on the bottom. Several major arcana. So Spirit definitely steps in to assist. The Star is also clean slate. Clean slate. All right, Aquarius, let's do guidance. And I am using angel inspiration tonight. First one says be strong. It's that one where he's standing on his big toe. Definitely trying to find balance. This could have something to do with like an overflow of emotions. Step into the light is also here. That's what we're all doing. Try to stay in the light as much as possible, especially, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like I was saying earlier, this roller coaster ride. It's like one day this journey is really easy. I'm following purpose. Everything's great. I'm knocking all the obstacles out of my way. The next day I'm looking at the obstacles like, man, I don't want to do it, right? So it's like this up and down, up and down. I do notice that on the days that it's like, oh man, I don't want to do it. It's like one thing after another, right? Like dealing with one thing after another. And that's normally why we say, oh, I don't want to do it, right? So it's like, as we ascend more, as we awaken more, as we shine more light, I always say, like, you know, there's just as much darkness as there is light, but it's like the world needs more light, right? And when you're feeling these darker energies come at you, whether you feel like they're attacking you or it's like they're triggering you or it's like one thing after another type of thing, focusing on the positives or focusing on the light or staying away from anything that's like negative, even like pay attention to the music. Like I notice like sometimes when I'm feeling a certain type of way, I'll play a certain PlayStation on my Pandora. And then 20 minutes later, I'm all sad and I can't figure out why I'm all sad. Well, I'm listening to all these sad ass songs. So of course I'm going to be all sad, right? So it's like pay attention to what darkness you're allowing in. You have to have balance between both, but you want to stay in the light, especially when you feel like you're getting one dark thing after another, right? The 33 love card is here. We've seen the unconditional love with the Queen of Cups. So definitely the energy we want to focus on or stay in. Archangel Uriel is on the bottom. Archangel Uriel comes around when you need a fire lit underneath you, Aquarius. All right, Moonology Oracle to close it out. All right, guys, I am going to offer just a couple yes or no's at the end. I know several of you waited, so now is the time, y'all. Let me know, because I'm going to wrap it up pretty quickly. All right, a personal issue reaches a resolution, full moon in Cancer, so definitely could be dealing with a Cancer energy. A full moon in Virgo, you are good enough, so don't question your own worth. And your hard work is paying off. It's new moon in Capricorn. On the bottom, you and your loved ones are safe. Look at that, new moon in Cancer. All right, Pisces, that's it. That's going to be your reading for November 19th through the 25th. I hope it's helpful, guys. Tap that like button for me if it is. I'm going to clean up really quickly. Let's see what we got going on over here. Amanda and Michelle. Amanda and Michelle. All right. Amanda, let me know. Let me know. Do we have a question? Are you wanting the talking to heaven? Talking to heaven. And Star Luba. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and close it after that. Don't forget, guys, I'll be back Sunday night. Sunday night, we're going to talk Gemini full moon, and I have a very special spread for Gemini full moon readings, completely free. So make sure you come back and join us Sunday night, and that is going to be 8 p.m. Central Time. All right, so that was pretty interesting. Hi, Pooja. I was shuffling and I noticed that one looked a little different, and I heard him say it's upside down. And I was like, oh, I should turn it. And then I heard, no, just go ahead and pull it. So we pulled the ones that were upside down. It is going to be masculine. I mean, I feel like you can tell by the picture. All right, so I am learning over here. I'm going to read both of them, Amanda. Something about the coat. I heard something about the coat. All right. So I've always loved to learn, and sometimes I thought that I knew it all, but now that I'm beyond the three-dimensional physical world, I'm astounded to be learning how everything really works in this beautiful and perfect universe. Even now, I can't completely comprehend all of God's plan, but I do see the bigger picture and it's amazing. All right, so this part's going to be important. You and I are so much more than we ever dreamed of. The only thing I can share with you is how important it is to appreciate and honor yourself and everything else in life. You and I, like everyone, are God's sacred creatures, which means that we honor God when we honor ourselves and each other. And I definitely honor you. Wow. All right, it's not your fault. Please do me a really big favor. Stop beating yourself up thinking that you caused my death or were in some way responsible for it. You were not. It's so hard for the earthly level to understand the spiritual elements of life. No matter what you think you could have done or should have done, I would have left anyway. I'm releasing you of any responsibility for my leaving. Please let go of any guilt. It will make us both feel better. The universe is perfect in its makeup, and what we think is a coincidence is just God's way of remaining anonymous. Trust me, be kind to yourself, knowing that what I share with you is true. I think this was the message. There's something about the coat in this picture, but it's interesting because I feel like there could have been several of you that second reading could have pulled at some heartstrings. All right, Amanda, I hope that was helpful. I love you, Amanda. Right. Let's see. Okay, so I can't see any comments or any lists. So whoever is next, just let me know. Let me know. Oh, perfect. Heaven, please. Talking to Heaven card. I missed it and it's already gone. So send it to me one more time, please. I see where it says Michelle on Facebook. I swear I think it said Talking to Heaven. Yeah, all right, sweet. Believe in yourself. You can do it. It's a supporter. It's someone who cheers you on. Like I can hear them pushing you forward, cheering you on. Definitely someone who's like very positive, high vibe type of energy. All right, believe in yourself. You can do it. And very helpful. Like I just opened up to, I mean, you guys seen it fly out, and then I open up to the page, like, here, let me do the things for you. All right. From my heavenly vantage point, I can see and understand everything so much more clearly now. I can see that you and I never had anything to be afraid of. The only thing that was ever standing in our way was fear about the future. Yet now I realize that you and I create our own future. And this could have also been someone that had a strong saying and what they thought you would do in life, or like where you would go. It says, so I'm urging you to go forward with all your heartfelt dreams. Leave nothing to chance. I believe in you because I love you, but also because I can see that nothing is stopping you unless you believe it is. I will be with you every step of the way. And my ear started ringing at every step of the way. So it's also really important that this person wants you to know that they're always with you. They're always with you. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. She had Kleenex in every pocket of every coat. Ooh, she had, oh, I missed it. Sweet, sweet. Thank you, Michelle. All right, was it Starluva? Was Starluva the next one, the hard one? Starluva, let me know. If you have a question, too, you can ask questions. And that is me, the last one, guys. Last one. Don't forget, Sunday night, Sunday on the 19th, I'll be back. We'll be doing Gemini full moon readings starting Sunday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. I'm not seeing Starluva. I see it. Was wondering now that I'm not connected. Will I find stable? Ooh. All right, so I mean, clearly the answer is yes, because Spirit's not going to tell you no, you're never going to have another relationship, right? You started out with a big yes, the Ace of Pentacles, but I wanted to know more, so I kept pulling. Four of Swords comes out. So Four of Swords is the card that says that you're healing. You're in this period of rest and healing. This could be about going within. It could be about meditation. It could be about shadow work, all these types of things, but it's a healing period. The Six of Wands says that, yes, you are victorious. You are going to get through this healing period. Not only are you going to get through this healing period, but remember the Six of Wands is notoriety. So it's like people notice you. People see you heal through something. And then it's very possible that people come to you and go, hey, how'd you do that? Can you please show us how we can do that too, right? And then talk about following purpose. I do feel like you're going to come up against this part where you have a choice to make, and you're going to have to choose between love and money. And here's what I'm going to say about that, Sarluba. If you're on this very specific journey with me, I tried to choose love too, because I thought love was what we were supposed to be choosing. But it's not love or money. It's about love and self-worth. And that's where it is. So when you choose your self-worth, right? Well, the money just kind of comes with it, right? But it's like we have to get here so that we can be at a balanced and healthy place before we bring in new relationship, right? All right, sorry, Levi. I hope that was helpful. All right, Pooja. Am I missing one? Yes, guys, let's do Sunday, please. I'm ready to wrap it up. Guys, Sunday night, and now that it's just us in here, it seems like we've thinned out a little bit. I'll go ahead and tell y'all. Sunday, I'm going to be on live. We're going to come in. We're going to talk about Gemini new moon. I'm going to be doing it at 8 p.m. Central Time. And then the rest of the week, Monday, fire signs, Tuesday, water signs, Wednesday, earth signs, Thursday, air signs are all going to be pre-recorded. I know I'm kind of sad to say that too, but I'm really needing to open up some of my time so that I can get my my website worked out, and the merch worked out, and also just so I could have more time for you guys. I've definitely been getting to this burning out stage where I'm just trying to fit in all the readings, all the one-on-ones. I'm also trying to fit in free time, free reading, you know what I'm saying, and plus work on my website. It's been challenging to say the least. No complaints, of course. Definitely love what I do and love that I get to do what I love, right? But I do need to manage the time a little bit more now that we're getting growing, right? And we're getting a lot busier. So I'm not going to say that this is forever. I don't know how it's going to work out, but it will work out for this way, at least for the next few weeks until I'm sure that the website, I'm confident that it will be successful, right? So I'm going to say Sunday 8, and then the air signs, I'm sorry, the element signs are going to stay the same time, so 8 o'clock. The cool thing is, guys, that I will pre-record them in the morning, and then we will play them at 8 p.m. I get to be with you guys in the chat. So a lot of times what happens in these readings is a lot of these readings are channeled, right? Channeled messages. So if you know what that means, yay. And what happens is I have to go back and watch it, and I have to be like, oh, what happened? What was the message? What was, what happened to Aries? What's going to happen to me this week, right? I have to go back and watch it. And a lot of times when I'm watching them, I could catch something, I could see something that maybe I know I was supposed to say, but I didn't say for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it may actually work out a lot better. So we're going to check it out next week, see how it goes. And I feel like we're probably going to stick that way for a few weeks at least until I can get this website up and running successfully, right? All right, guys, thank you so much for coming in here and hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys so very much. And oh, my moderators, thank you so very, very much. Today, especially, I could not see absolutely nothing. But again, this will be a solution to these problems that we've been facing, right? All right, guys, I'll see everyone Sunday night. Thank you so very much. I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Thank you.